So first of all, I want to, and I am recording it, so anybody who does get the recording as well, please notice that if anybody says something that's personal, then this is a safe place, and we are to honor people and respect their privacy, and and really understand that this is a safe place for people. Always in any coaching or any kind of therapy or any kind of group session like this. Now, I am a hypnotist in England. I'm a clinical hypnotherapist. Okay, I live in the state of North Carolina, so I have to say I'm a certified consulting hypnotist. And if I was in California, I could be a clinical hypnotherapist as well. Okay, so it's just state rules, and that's okay. So how do I get round a lot of what I do? I'm an emotional intelligence development specialist because I'm also a master NLP practitioner. So I use a lot of those modalities, and and I just changed some words out. Now, hypnosis. Okay, what is hypnosis? Well, in my opinion, okay, because everybody does have their own opinions about it. In my opinion, and from my understanding, it is something that we all do every day anyway. We go into that state without even realizing it. And we can do that when we are driving. Okay, so we're all adults on here, and when we're driving, hopefully. And so when you're in your car and you get to somewhere that you have, say, you go often, frequently, you go from work to home or home to work, and then suddenly you get home and you go, ooh, how did I get here? Did I have the, did I go through the red light? Did I even knock somebody over? What did I do? Because suddenly I'm home and I can't remember driving. Well, you probably did stop at the red light. You were probably absolutely fine. We call that highway hypnosis, because you would still have been alert. If suddenly there was something not right, you would have actually snapped out of it and gone back into your normal conscious mind. And so we know that. Now, we also, in my opinion, when we have, I don't know if any of you here are sports people, and you have played sports and you go into the zone. Okay, so we have to go into the zone in order to play well. So when you were seeing footballers, basketball players, whatever it is, or you played sport yourself, you would have been going into the zone, if you like, so that you are literally in space for your colleagues, for your other players. If you'd gone, oh, hey, mum, hey, hi, I'm here, boom, you'd have got hit on the head by the ball. Okay, so you have to be in that kind of altered state, in that zone. So again, when we are watching television, when we're watching a movie, when we're reading a book, we can get so engrossed into it. I know I am often, if I'm watching a movie, sometimes I could be crying. Mufasa, when he died, I was crying. Lion King. It's not real. Okay. Yeah, there I am completely emotionally involved. Sometimes I go, no, shut the door. And I'm getting like really frantic about it. Or I'm going, that's ridiculous. That's so annoying. Why? She shouldn't be doing that. She should be, and it's like, it's not real, guys. It's a movie. Yet we got emotionally involved with it. You were using our imagination. And so it is bypassing the critical faculty. So we are bypassing that, and we're using our imagination, and we're getting involved with the movie. And that is what hypnosis is. Hey, guys, you had your eyes wide open in each and every single one of those things. So we are all going into hypnosis every single day, all the time. And sometimes if we are getting when we were younger, unfortunately, we were, say, maybe getting told off, or it could have been a really good thing. And that would have set up a certain belief. Obviously, I don't necessarily see people if they've had lots of good things going on for them, because they wouldn't then have anxiety or have a horrible little voice going on in their head telling them that they're unworthy, unlovable, not good enough. So all of those, any negative story pattern that had been built up, because unfortunately, that is what can happen, is that we set up, other people can set up another belief system for us. And that is what hypnosis is. Hypnosis is BS. Belief systems, okay? Belief systems. And that is what hypnosis is. And my job as a hypnotist, I help people set up new belief systems, new ones that are more helpful, ones that will work for you, will benefit you. And that is what we're going to do today. I'm going to do some hypnosis on everybody, and you can then run a good movie through your head instead of the negative one. All right? Because in my opinion, we are the movies we play in our heads. So I always invite everybody to play a good movie. Now, I would also like to, I'm going to open this up, because has anybody got any questions? And Irene, am I saying your name right? If you have any questions before we do a hypnosis session, please put it in the chat. And same with anybody else, because there are a lot of questions that people ask, and I do have a FAQs on my website, because one of the questions people ask is, well, what if I don't wake up? Okay. Well, you wake up when you're asleep, so you will, because you need to go and empty your bladder. Okay. That is usually the thing that wakes people up at night time, or any time in the morning. You will physiologically need to go and empty your bladder. You will wake up. You cannot stay in hypnosis. And if people say that, oh, anybody who says that, then they're actually faking it. Okay. So you cannot stay in hypnosis because it's something natural that we all go into every day anyway. And so, yeah. Now, any other questions? Any questions at all about what hypnosis is, what it isn't? Are you good? Am I hypnotizing you already, Gala? Just my voice. I know my husband often thinks, oh, good, this isn't when in the early days when I was practicing, it was often his excuse to go to sleep, which is not hypnosis. That is sleep. Okay. So Jenny's put, why does it work? So, and this is an interesting one, because it will have so for some people, it will work always more effectively than others, because some people will put up a resistance to it because they might not be ready for change. However, I invite everybody to go into self hypnosis on yourself all the time. It works because it's a belief system. And we know that when we have a negative belief system, that works. So if you're setting up a good one, that will also work. It's just proven, tested. And as I say before, Jenny, we are the movies we play in our heads. So if you are playing a good movie in your head, if you're saying yourself a good affirmation, if you see yourself, feel yourself doing something that you want to achieve, then you will achieve that, because you've smelt it, tasted it, been in it, imagined it. You've actually walked through the whole steps of it. And that is why it works. So I was doing a sports performance qualification in hypnosis, in hypnotherapy, and this was way back in England. And it was a busy course, and there were about 10 other sports psychologists on this workshop. And I said to them, well, how will you be saying you're doing hypnotherapy when you haven't not hypnotherapists? And they said, oh, we'll just be calling it guided meditation. And I was just like, right, because actually that is what it is. It is guided meditation. So people are using it all the time. There was another lady who I saw, and she was doing PT on people, and she was saying, and close your eyes and just imagine this, imagine that. And I thought, that's hypnosis. Okay, so that is what it is. People are using it all the time. I was at another networking event, and there was she was a financial advisor, and she said to everybody, close your eyes and imagine having all of this this money and this and that. And I just thought, she's just done hypnosis. There you go. It's like, so everybody uses it all the time. So it is really interesting. So Jenny, you put something else. I don't mind if anybody wants to come on and ask questions by speaking. Is NLP one form of hypnosis, or is it totally different? Because everything is hypnosis. Yes, it is hypnosis. When we use speaking hypnosis, which is neurolinguistic programming. So it's, however, if I've got somebody who says, oh, I don't want to do hypnosis, I'll be going, that's fine, because I will just use my sort of like eyes open hypnosis. So it's because it's the language patterns that you use. So if I asked everybody, I don't know if we've got any smokers on here. I don't know if we've got anybody who would like to change their size in clothes, anybody who would like to, so, if you're saying to me, if somebody says to me, I'd like to be a size 8 instead of a size 10, or a size 10 instead of a 12, or whatever you want, then I would invite somebody to actually, well, when you are a size 8, what will that be like for you? What will you be doing? What will that smell like? What will it sound like? How will you, and then I might even say to them, stand up, show me how you walk with it. Show me what it looks like. And then they may just sort of like, ooh, sashay across the room, and they have a little bit of a more sexy whatever, or, or just have their head up high, shoulders back. And it's like, so now they have actually hypnotized themselves already. They've drawn a good movie through their head already. They've actually imagined it. They've stepped into it. There was no formal hypnosis in that. That's language patterns. So there you go. Okay, so and I invite you to get that the 30 days to lighter and tighter, because there's 30 different little things that you can do on there. Some of them will be great for you, some of them won't. That's why there's 30. Okay. Not for everybody, and that's okay. However, so Jenny, right now, when I do this hypnosis with everybody, I will be inviting you to actually run that through your head. And already now you can now naturally, easily, and effortlessly think about that size 8. And that's what clothes would I be wearing? What would I be choosing? Which shops would I be going to? Oh, and then you're taking that on, and then that becomes a belief system. Okay. So Larry has a question. Let me see. Is a person hypnotized aware of what is going on? Yes, absolutely. So in stage hypnosis, now I have been hypnotized on stage hypnosis quite a few times, probably a good five times. And I've done really daft things. I've always known I was doing them. However, I just didn't care. Didn't care. Okay. I literally I suppose you could say it was my alter ego that was doing it, or it was the child side of me doing it. And it was great fun. And yeah, I have spoken in Alien. Mm-hmm. I've done a rap in Alien. I helped a man because he was next to me. He was having a baby, and I was the midwife, and I was helping him, and I was reassuring him, and he was like crying. He goes, "The head's all squashed. The head's squashed," and he was like this. And I said, "It's okay. It's normal. It's fine." And then because there were more men than there were women, these other men were having their babies, and these other two women were attending to the men that they were looking after, and I was running up and down going. And then I was shouting at the audience, "Someone call the doctors, come and help." And everybody was laughing their heads off. But to me, it was really real. It was very, very funny. And I remember kind of doing it, but not doing it, because to me, it was like they really needed help. But I also probably knew that they didn't, but I didn't care, but I did. It was just a very strange thing. Because I remembered it. Some people don't always remember what they did, or maybe they choose not to. But you cannot stay in hypnosis. I know, Larry, that was a question you'd asked me earlier on today, and I've already answered that, but I'll say it again. Because, well, for starters, your bladder will always wake you up and you will need the bathroom. Simple as that. And anybody who says that they got stuck in hypnosis is probably just not telling the truth, basically. You cannot stay in hypnosis because it's something that we all do every day. It's a natural phenomenon that we all do. Any other questions? Any other questions at all? Because I do like to make sure that I get answer these for people, because it is World Hypnotism Day. Any other questions on it at all? And so how can it help you? Okay, so hypnosis can help you because you will be setting up a new belief system. As I said before, hypnosis is BS, which is belief systems. And this is why all of those sports performance, those psychologists were using hypnosis to help the teams, help the person, help the athlete. So they were using their imagination, they were visualizing themselves. This is brilliant for golfers as well. Visualize themselves actually doing the thing that they do. It works as well as actually doing practice of, say, because your mind, body are connected. And if your mind is doing something, then it goes back to, again, muscle memory. And you're implanting that good muscle memory. So it'll be so say you've got your golfer and they are, again, they're practicing their swing in their head. They're practicing whatever they've got to do. I'm not a golfer, so I don't overly know all the things, but I know that a lot of golfers have the yips, and that can be quite challenging for them. So they will use hypnosis, self-hypnosis, guided meditation, they call it. Okay, they will use that to imagine yourself doing this over and over again, and then that becomes the new muscle memory. It's exactly the same for us, and it's what I do for youngsters when they are learning to drive, and same for so many of my clients. I recently had a brilliant result with somebody who was she couldn't swim in the sea without vomiting. She couldn't be on a boat. She couldn't do anything in the sea. She could look at it. And she really wanted to go on a catamaran ride and see the sunset. And we were a group of women, and we were going on vacation together, and that was one of the excursions that we could go on. And it's interesting because recently beforehand, and she didn't believe I could help her with this either. However, I did. And in one session, I got rid of her fear of snakes, or rather, she got rid of her fear of snakes. I guided it. And I do use other somatic things like I'm a certified havening practitioner, and I'm a blast technique practitioner, which is eye movements. So I did that with her as well. However, I also used hypnosis. I always use hypnosis to tidy a lot of my work up, if you like, because it's only one of the tools that I use. Now, she said to me, oh, I really want to do the catamaran ride. I would love to do that. I so want to be on a boat. She goes, but I can't go, guys. I'll be vomiting and I'll ruin it for everybody. So I said, I looked at her and I went, I can help. And she went, really? I went, yeah. She goes, really? And she came to me and we had 3 sessions. And yeah, and funnily enough, we also had to get rid of the people pleasing, because that would have stopped her from letting go of it all, because she would have been so wound up thinking that she was going to ruin it for everybody else. And we got to the root of the people pleasing, which again has helped her with so many other areas of her life. And do you know what? She did it. And there was a party going on the catamaran ride, and she was dancing, she was drinking, and they even let her hoist the sail. And I've got videos of it all, and then she was crying. She was so happy. So that is pretty awesome. And her husband has personally thanked me as well, because now they can go and do different things. Because she was fine on a lake, you see. So how did I do that? Okay, so I got rid of the fears with havening and with the bilateral stimulation. I got rid of that. And then the people pleasing, we got to the root of that. However, with the hypnosis, what I did, and she was very good, all right, because she listened to it every single night and again during the day. I did a hypnosis session with her, a couple of hypnosis sessions with her, imagine seeing herself doing this. And is she feeling safe, calm, and relaxed? Yes. And she's now we're doing this, and now we're doing that, and now we've set sail. And all went on and on. Are you feeling safe? Yes, yes, yes. And so she actually went through the whole catamaran ride probably 100 times, feeling safe, calm, and secure before she actually did it in real life. She'd done it through her head. So she'd already done it and she was feeling safe. And so that's why when she actually did do it in real life, she was absolutely fine. Yeah, it was great. It was pretty awesome. And that was a wonderful proof for all of my other friends, because there was 15 of us, and they all went, wow, you can, you know, and she did it because she did the work. I just facilitate, I guide, and that is all I do. I always let the person know that they did it. Okay, that's in my opinion, because you have all the answers inside of you. You always know how to do something. I actually literally help you do that. So I hope that helps everybody understand a little bit more about how hypnosis can help you. Any other questions at all that anybody's got? I've got loads of different stories that I could go on about, but I think you're all here wanting some hypnosis. So it's, and I can do that. And I can also, I'm going to teach you all as well, before we do that, how to go into hypnosis yourself. And that there's so many different ways for you to go into hypnosis yourself, because it is the sort of alpha theta state. Beta is, so we have a bell curve, if you like, lots of little curves, and those are the waves of what we go in and out of every day. And at the top we have, I think in America you call it beta. So we're wide awake, okay, like Gala isn't really right now. She's probably already in alpha. And then, so that's like wide awake. You know, when we're on a busy highway, when we were first learning something, wide awake. And then there's alpha, which is what any of you might have gone into already while you're listening to me. You've already drifted in and out. You're like, oh, what did she say? I've got, you know, it's like kind of when we get distracted when we were at school. I used to go into like daydreaming all the time. Again, that's like that is hypnosis. Daydreaming is hypnosis. So, like I say, it is not a weird thing. We do it every day. It is a natural phenomenon that we all do every day. And then there's theta, and theta is that lovely sweet spot just before we do go to sleep. And then we have delta, which is sleep. I don't want anyone to sleep. And I do tell my clients, I see a lot of gentlemen, and they do fall asleep a lot. I don't know why men can suddenly just go to sleep really quick. I had one man, I made him sit on the floor in the end, because he was just going to sleep as soon as I started speaking, and he'd snore, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, and I'd be sort of like nudging his foot. He still fell asleep sitting on the floor. What? So it's you know, anyway, hey ho. I don't want people asleep. It will just, the whole process would just take longer. Can it help you get to sleep? Yes. Any of my recordings would probably bore you so much that you would get to sleep. And however, that's fine, because then you are listening to all the same, and it's all good things. I'm not saying anything horrible, so it's all lovely. And if it does sort of like peter in, well, you know, brilliant. Okay, so those ones are they're all free. They're on my website. Get them. You know, it's in the Overpower Your Overwhelm. 3 free recordings, and there is my version of mindfulness on there as well, which you could potentially use as a bit of self-hypnosis. A lot of people prefer to listen to somebody else to take them into hypnosis as opposed to doing some self-hypnosis. However, this is how you can do it, and this is how you can do this at nighttime. I don't know, somebody have sleep issues? Anybody find it difficult to go to sleep? No? So it's always bringing you to your breath. Okay. So breath work is somatic. All right. Wonderful. So this is what you can do all the time. And we breathe in through the nose because it activates the vagus nerve, and the vagus nerve is directly linked to the parasympathetic nervous system. So it calms all the organs down. So right now, if you do all breathe in through your nose, that's right. And I'm not giving you a one for anxiety right now. There are other ones that I could give for anxiety techniques. All right. But this is just to relax you so you can do self-hypnosis on yourself. So I'm going to go through a whole self-hypnosis with you right now. So we're going to go breathing in through the nose again. You can breathe out through your mouth or your nose. And as you do so, you can gently close your eyes. That's right. And another deep breath in through your nose. And out. That's right. And just making sure that if you are driving, you have pulled over, because I'm not sure, because I can't see the other two. Don't be doing this if you're driving, or you're listening to the sound of my voice as you continue to breathe in and out. And just focusing on your breathing right now while you're listening to the sound of my voice. And perhaps now, while you're listening to the sound of my voice, you can notice any sounds around you, inside or outside, and they won't bother you. You'll just know that it's other people going about their daily business. And that's fine, because you're here with me, feeling safe and calm, and allowing yourself to go deeper and deeper into your relaxation. That's right. And noticing your breath again while you continue to listen to the sound of my voice. And you can do this for yourself naturally, easily, and effortlessly. Just noticing your breath, noticing that any sounds around you, it just won't bother you. You'll just know that it's other people. And you may find that you need to just move around a bit or scratch your nose. And that's fine too. Do whatever you need to do to make yourself feel more and more comfortable, more and more at peace, more and more calm, while you continue to listen to the sound of my voice. And noticing that you can do this for yourself. Noticing your breath. And perhaps now you may even like to clench your fists into a tight, tight fist. And then relax them. And notice how that feels. And perhaps as you clench your fists, you might want to clench your whole body. And then relax that. Relax your whole body now and double your relaxation while you continue to focus on your breathing. That's right. Noticing how comfortable you are now. So now you know that you can do this for yourself. Noticing your breathing, perhaps clenching your body, and then letting it go. Noticing how that relaxes you more and more. And now perhaps you might like to count down from 10 down to 1. Acknowledging that with each number you count down, you will go 10 times deeper. With each number you count down, you'll go 10% deeper. Deeper and deeper relaxed. While you continue to listen to the sound of my voice. Always acknowledging that any sounds around you won't bother you. And I wonder what number you're on now. Maybe you're at 8. Maybe you're at 7. It doesn't matter. It's whatever it is for you. As you continue to count down. And perhaps you're now at 5. Feeling safe and calm. Perhaps again noticing your breathing. As you continue to listen to the sound of my voice. And always acknowledging that you can do this for yourself. Naturally, easily and effortlessly. And perhaps now you're down to 2. Listening to the sound of my voice and feeling safe and calm. And perhaps now you're at 1. And now, while you're so deeply relaxed and in your own hypnosis, I'd like you to give yourself positive suggestions only. Whatever you need to give for yourself. Positive suggestions only. Because your mind will not accept any negative suggestions. It will only accept positive suggestions. Perhaps you might like to notice what you're doing while you're giving yourself these positive suggestions. Maybe you're running a movie through your head, seeing yourself doing these things, looking the way you want to look, feeling the way you want to feel. And you now know that you can naturally, easily, and effortlessly go into your own self-hypnosis anytime you want to, anytime you need to. You just need to focus on your breathing. Close your eyes. Perhaps, if you choose to, clench your body and unclench it and feel that relaxation deepen. And then count down from 10 down to 1. And give yourself positive suggestions only. That's right. And now, because you are doing this for yourself and you now know how to do your own self-hypnosis, if you want to become fully alert again, all you need to do is to count back up from 1 to 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and wide awake, back out of your own hypnosis and give yourself a good old stretch. Yes, wonderful. And you might want to roll those back. And everybody, you all know now that you can do that anytime you want to. That did not take very long at all. And it's all about giving yourself positive suggestions only. And you can do that as you go to sleep, to take yourself into sleep. All you would need to do is obviously not count back up. If you need a power nap, and you can give yourself that time. And in your own mind, you can actually say to yourself, I'm going to do 10 minutes or 20 minutes. And when you're in that good state, and you can even set your own watch, right? I'm going into hypnosis now. It's say 3 o'clock. At 20 past 3, I will wake up. And do you know what? You will. You will. I know I've done this many a time. Time distortion is one of the wonderful phenomenons of hypnosis. So I use time distortion a lot for my clients who are living with pain. I'm going to tell you something that I use time distortion for. Okay, so I have an anchor, which now an anchor is something that we can all create, and this is what my the thing that I train now, the bunny talk process. It is an anchor into a communication skill. Now, but what is an anchor? What can you do? Well, I have an anchor into the word pink watch. And I've had that anchor for like 13 years. A colleague of mine set that up for me when we were learning hypnosis. And that means, pink watch means to me that 1 minute is equal to 10 minutes. So I use it in the morning if I'm still can't quite jump out of bed. So I say to myself, okay, I'm going to have another 5 minutes. And then I go pink watch, I'm going to have another 5 minutes. Oh, but 5 minutes is actually 50 minutes. And then my 5 minutes of extra snooze time is like having an extra 50 minutes. Isn't that cool? And that is exactly what that feels like. So, and yes, I can install that for people in hypnosis. We can speed up time and we can make time longer. There is all sorts of things we can do as hypnotists for people to help them. Okay. So I love that. Okay. Any questions before I do another hypnosis session on everybody? So let me see. What do the messages say? How is that different from just doing affirmation without self-hypnosis? Well, you tell me, how is that different for you? How is that different for you from doing an affirmation?
I think it was more effective.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
you get to visualize more.
Okay.
You get
Yeah.
to feel it more, so to speak.
All right. Okay. Then just saying, I will be this, I will be that. You actually went deeper into that state. So it was more in your, It's just a model, unconscious mind, subconscious mind. That's what we use as a model for everybody, because we, if you like, we have our conscious mind, which is, we generally say, is in the left-hand side of the brain, and the right-hand side of the brain, which is what your subconscious, unconscious mind, which is probably more 90% of us knows everything about you. And that is what you went into when you're in that alpha theta state, which is why it felt more beneficial, because it's your creative side. It's the bit that loves all your senses. It's the bit that just knows everything. So yeah. So and then what else did we have? That Larry's had to go. Okay. So any other questions on that before we do any more hypnosis? Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you liked it. Okay, so what I'm going to do here now is and Dana had to go as well. I'm going to win the hypnosis. I'm going to ask you to all give yourselves a gift. And then I'm going to ask you, or I'm going to invite you to imagine a force field surrounding your body, protecting you. And this force field protects you because you do not give other people's bad behavior or their emotions or your own negative feelings and emotions permission to change the way you feel. And then again, I'm going to be inviting you all to run a movie through your head. So
you imagine you have a field around you?
Yeah. So hang on, sorry, somebody was just trying to ring me. Let me just turn that off. Okay, so yeah, where are you? Okay, I'm back. My whole screen just went then because somebody was trying to ring me. So the gift I'd like you to give yourself, it's completely up to you. It may be a feeling, it may be the gift of sleep, it may be the gift of size 8, it may be the gift of a car, it could be whatever you want it to be. I'm not telling anybody what to do. I don't do that in hypnosis because you know what you want. You may tell me things you want, and then I will be perhaps saying that in hypnosis, may guide you to that in some of the hypnosis that I do. However, I will also be the force field acts like an emotional barrier or boundary, Jenny. So it's protecting you. And this is very useful for people who are in work situations, who are in situations with loved ones, if there's conflict, because it's a bit like speak to the hand. I do not give your bad behavior or your emotions permission to change the way I feel. And of course, I always invite people to, that includes your own negative feelings and emotions, because we often beat ourselves up. We can be so mean to ourselves. Okay, so it's like, no, I'm not going to let that happen. And I'll be talking you through this because we will be breathing in good things and we will be breathing out bad things. And I will also then, as I say, invite you to run a good movie through your head. Run a good movie through your head. And then I'll wake you up. So is everybody ready? Gala's already there. I think she needed a good night's sleep, and that's fine. Brilliant. Okay, but she probably is asleep, so I can send her the recording. And Irene, hopefully you are somewhere safe to do this. Okay. Everybody, again, only do this if you are safe to do so. So that's right. And just allowing your eyes to feel comfortably closed now while you listen to the sound of my voice. Because the sound of my voice will help you, will help relax you as you just drift off now, deep, deep down into that wonderful place of relaxation. That place where you feel so safe, so calm, so deeply relaxed. And all the time, breathing in positive thoughts and breathing out any negative thoughts or feelings. They're not needed. They're not required. They're not wanted. That's right. And allow all the muscles in your head to relax. Just imagine each individual hair follicle relaxing down. And the muscles around your eyes and your jaw, any tension you're holding there in your jaw, just let that all relax. And while you're listening to the sound of my voice, if you hear any noises inside or outside, they won't bother you. You'll just know that it's the sounds of other people going about their daily business. And that's fine, because you're here with me, feeling safe and calm, and allowing yourself to go deeper and deeper into that wonderful place of relaxation. Deeper and deeper relaxed. That's right. And allow all the muscles in your neck and your shoulders to relax. And your arms and your forearms, and all the way down to the tips of your fingers. And while you're listening to the sound of my voice, if you need to shuffle about a bit or scratch your nose, that's fine. Do whatever you need to do in order to feel more and more comfortable, more and more at peace, more and more calm. That's right. And allow all the muscles in your chest and your stomach to relax, and your back and your lower back. And while you're listening to the sound of my voice, you may get a slight tingling sensation, just like little prickles in your head or somewhere else in your body. And that's fine. It just means that you're allowing yourself to go deeper and deeper into that wonderful place of relaxation. Deeper and deeper relaxed. That's right. And allow all the muscles in your buttocks to relax, and your thighs, and your calves, and all the way down to the tips of your toes. Just allowing your whole body now to go deeper and deeper into that wonderful place of relaxation. Deeper and deeper relaxed. That's right. And allow all the muscles in your whole body now to feel so comfortably relaxed. And acknowledging that nobody needs you. And all you need to do is listen to the sound of my voice as you continue to allow yourself to go deeper and deeper into that wonderful place of relaxation. That's right. And now, I'd like your wonderful mind and imagination to drift off to that magical, mystical place in your mind. That safe place of yours, whatever it is for you. Because there's no right or wrong in hypnosis. It's whatever it is for you. That magical, mystical place, that safe place of yours where you can make positive lifestyle changes now. And now, while you're in this magical, mystical place, this safe place of yours, whatever it is for you, I'd like you to give yourself a gift. And it could be a gift around your beliefs, your values, or something that you really want or desire right now. Make it a good gift. Make it a really good gift. That's right. And now, I'd like you to use your wonderful mind and imagination to imagine a force field surrounding your body, protecting you. And this force field protects you because you do not give other people's bad behavior or their emotions permission to change the way you feel. You do not give other people's bad behavior or their emotions or your own negative feelings and emotions permission to change the way you feel. And there's an opening in this force field. And it's where you breathe in new learnings, new positives, new opportunities, new potential. New adventures. And it's where you breathe out any negative feelings, images, thoughts, emotions, or sensations that you've been holding on to. It's where you breathe out all the negative psychological rubbish that goes on in your head. That's right. And now I'd like you to run a movie through your head. And this is a movie of you looking the way you want to look, feeling the way you want to feel, and doing all the things that you want to do. You have this gift. You have this force field surrounding you, protecting you, because you do not give other people's bad behavior or their emotions or your own negative feelings and emotions permission to change the way you feel. Make it a good movie. Make it a really good movie. We are the movies we play in our heads. We're the movies we play in our heads. Always play a good movie. Always play a good movie. That's right. And now, in a moment, I will wake you. And I will count from 1 to 5. And on 5, you'll open your eyes and you will feel amazing. In a moment, I will count from 1 to 5. And on 5, you'll open your eyes and you will wake up with a big smile on your face. In a moment, I will count from 1 to 5. And on 5, you'll open your eyes and you will feel really good for you. You have this gift. You have this force field surrounding you, protecting you, because you do not give other people's bad behavior or their emotions or your own negative feelings and emotions permission to change the way you feel. And you've seen yourself in a movie, looking the way you want to look, feeling the way you want to feel, and doing all the things that you want to do. That's right. And so ready now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes, feeling amazing, feeling really good for you. You have this gift. You have this force field surrounding you, protecting you, because you do not give other people's bad behavior or their emotions or your own negative feelings and emotions permission to change the way you feel. And you've seen yourself in a movie, looking the way you want to look, feeling the way you want to feel, and doing all the things that you want to do. That's right. And how is everybody? Are you back here with me in the present? Anybody want to say what their experience was like?
I was fully aware. I didn't really almost like seeing a movie. I wasn't asleep at all.
No, it's not sleep. Hypnosis is not sleep. And this is why people go, oh, she's going to do something weird. It's a natural thing you do all the time. It's just about getting you to that place of relaxation. Because when you are relaxed, you are calm. When you are calm, you are clear-minded. And when you are clear-minded, you can handle any situation that comes your way. And so often people are like this, all scattered. And it's about getting you back to that place of, relaxation. As I say, because now when that's stopped and it's not being shaken anymore, it is now calm. And so that means you can handle any situation that comes your way. So it's something we all do naturally every day. Unfortunately, people often hypnotize themselves with bad stuff. Like I say, hypnosis is belief systems. And sadly, so many people will hypnotize themselves into a negative belief system. And it could be one that they've heard from way back when, from teachers or whatever it is. And that continually then plays through their mind, which causes limiting beliefs. It's my job to get rid of those. We work together to do that. So how was that for you, Gala?
You know, I feel really better now. I have such a like something wrong with my head these days. I don't know what was wrong. I like dizziness and all this stuff, and now I'm like new person. Thank you. It was like I don't know how long it took. I want to see the clock and I cannot see. Like
Oh, now that's interesting. So time distortion. How long did you think it took?
I think it. I don't know. Maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah, that last one was, but the other one, how long did you think that was?
We did two.
Yeah. Okay, so interesting. Did we do two? So actually, you've probably then been in hypnosis for about half an hour.
Okay, yes, and I feel really good now. Thank you very much. I'm like,
Oh, my pleasure, my pleasure. And I can send you the recording. It'll go on my YouTube. So if everybody's okay with that, and because it'll help other people, and you can access it. And those recordings are on my website as well. Anyway, it's just get the link. Overpower your overwhelm. And Jenny, get that one as well as the other one, 30 Days to Lighter and Tighter. The links are all in there. And they're all on my website anyway. Okay, but they're all.
thank you very much.
That's okay. So have a wonderful day, everybody. Take care. And I'm doing Havening tomorrow at 1 p.m. The
Oh,
link.
Claudia, you mentioned something about the pain. Do you use anchoring for pain or hypnosis or both?
Well, I use hypnosis for pain. And again, according to what's happened to the person, because it's also then I may do Havening because it's
Yes.
how it developed. We don't know. The body keeps the score, so I find out. I get curious when I get a client. I get curious, and because they have all the answers inside of them, and it's just about drawing those out with the right questions. So take care, everybody.
Bye.
Have a wonderful day. Bye. Bye now. Bye bye. Thank you for coming. Bye bye.